NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And tonight, Clark, this is a contest the fans will love. It should be raining threes.
Hey, who doesn't love?
Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
BA, there was once a point in history where we were talking about is the 5-man phased out of the game, and all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. They've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Towns in at the center position. Brunson. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lillard outside. Drives to the hoop. No luck on that one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Bucks head coach. I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
So the New York starting 5. We've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at center. Now, here's Bridges. And the 3 off target. Lillard scanning the floor. Off on the layup. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor, and the physical nature of his play.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
And he makes the first but misses the second. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Anunoby, good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
And Lillard kicks to Porter. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Bucks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
And Porter drops them both. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Hart, takes the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. It's a three-point game. Prince, the pass to Porter. And Bridges with the block. And he's able to get it back. A second chance effort. And Antetokounmpo lays it in.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. See if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So, with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
Just 4 to shoot. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by New York.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Now let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That one falls for Brunson.
Well, the lefty, listed at 6'1", Jalen Brunson, is a bit of a different matchup. He's just so physical, and he can play on and off the ball. Dare I call it funky?
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Miles McBride's checked in for Hart.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And so it's New York with it, following the bucket by the Bucks. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, misses from short range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Top of the key, Achua. From deep, Brunson. And Lopez pulls it down. Kicks to Lillard. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Knicks up 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. We've got Payne, Mitchell Robinson out there with Achua. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable, all-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, a Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform in the great Pacific Northwest. But I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done, but he wants to win at the highest level, and that's what he's looking to do.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 6.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now here's Payne, covered by Lillard. Porter with the steal. Giannis against Robinson. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. A miss that time would have put him up. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for New York. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Payne's got his first basket of the night. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. A different look from Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Jackson comes in for Prince. And Trent subbed in for Damian Lillard. The Knicks also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Anunoby outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting well, 50% from the floor. From deep, Trent. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
On the wing, Porter. Trent outside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Anunoby. It's tipped. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Against contact. Giannis Antetokounmpo forces it through.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. The Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Trent gets the bucket.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Here's McBride, guarded by Porter. Yes, that goes in. McBride's got his first points of the game.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Giannis passes to Porter. And here's Trent. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Trent. The tray. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. Torian, what's been the key so far?
Ball movement, doing what we got to do.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And get ready for the half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Lillard, who brings it up for the Bucks. The lead is 2. They've got Taurean Prince. Green is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Over to the left wing. Kuzma kicks to Green. Over in the corner, Lillard. Lopez. And staying with the play, Lopez. Lopez has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Bridges outside. Hard against Kuzma. Bridges for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Kuzma left side. Pass to Lillard. Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kept alive. They kick out to Anunoby. Buries it from 3-point range. Anunoby's got 6 points.
Well, team on his mind first. Hart not hesitating to give that ball up.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
No good on that one. And it's tied up with that one.
Shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A different look from Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Green. Here's Lillard. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. New York's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. He has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, to have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being game time, which are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
Here's Antetokounmpo inside. Antetokounmpo, automatic.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Pass to Bridges. And Brunson has it in the corner. Brunson being aggressive.
And mixing it up down low. Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
And they double up Giannis. Back to Lillard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got his third basket of the night.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Pass to Bridges. Towns up top. Lopez covering. Here's Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Bridges has got his second bucket tonight.
He's so efficient right now on offense. Bridges picking up his spots and recognizing when to strike.
Here's Lillard. Back to Giannis. Up top, Porter. It's up a three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Bridges inside. Guarded by Prince. Here's Brunson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Porter dishes to Antetokounmpo. Missed inside. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks ahead. They're up by 1. And right after this, here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And New York, looking at who they've got. Towns is out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Payne, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. A different look for Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Trent subbed in for Lillard. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And McBride gets it to go.
And, you know, more often than not, when you're open, Towns will find you, like a willing facilitator.
And here's Trent outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now here's Payne. D right on him. Towns down low. Porter's there. And Towns gets it to go.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Jackson comes in for Prince. And it's Green in for Porter. And then for New York, Hart, he's checked in for Precious Achiuwa. Mikal Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at it. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonder.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
By being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Trent. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Jackson against Anunoby. Hart kicks to Anunoby. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Lillard. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
From deep, Brunson. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Lillard attacking. Knicks with the rebound. And here we go, the fast break. Brunson's got it. Anunoby has the open look. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Left side, Porter. Lillard outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Kick out to Giannis. Back to Lillard to tie it up. Count it! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Brunson surveying the D. Towns a screen on Lillard. Here's Brunson. Got it.
And Brunson's got the mindset to deliver.
So it's the Bucks now. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And a big... playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brunson. It's in!
Oh, huge moment from J.P. Brunson knocking it down.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Money!
His team is in a tight spot, but Lillard keeps his cool, totally focused on getting them what they need.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. "20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Brunson against Lillard. Brunson outside. Got it!
They're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a three off the inbound play and go for the win.